Hi, my name is Lushan Denner and I love to talk about movies so much, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about ranking all the Spider-Man movies because of the release of the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. Coming in last place, I've got The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now, bearing in mind I do find all these movies watchable, even The Amazing Spider-Man 2 I find watchable, but there's moments in this movie that is unwatchable where you could skip over it, and it kind of would still make sense because this movie has the plot all over the place. So it doesn't matter if you miss a piece, even though there is good elements where you get Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield are brilliant together. And the cameo of Stan Lee was very good. I actually did enjoy that one. And then Spider-Man himself is very good. But there's elements of this movie that I didn't like, mostly regarding around the Green Goblin villain and the kind of shoehorned in Rhino. Electro wasn't. I didn't like Electro much either, but I thought he's better than some villains that we've gotten. Number 6, I've put in Spider-Man 3. I find Spider-Man 3 to be still an enjoyable movie and a rewatchable movie, especially after watching 1 and 2. You kind of want to go on to number 3, but it doesn't hit the ball the same way 1 and 2 do. It has elements that are not good, like especially Venom, but it does have elements that are very good, as in Sandman, and sometimes Spider-Man himself is still very good, but he does do some stuff that isn't very good, as well as the Venom stuff. But this is why it comes in number 6. I've got The Amazing Spider-Man, and this is the first Spider-Man movie I ever seen in cinema. So back then I really enjoyed it in cinema, but the more I've had time to think about it, I don't really like it as much. I still find it a lot more rewatchable than the other two on this list, but it's not as good. Now, Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone, they do have great chemistry, and I say because they were dating back then, that really did help. But their chemistry really does drive this movie. If it wasn't for them, it'd probably be a lot lower on this list. Here at number 4, I've got the original Spider-Man from 2002 with Tobey Maguire. This movie is very good, but the other one, I just find the other ones lower down this list just be a lot better. This movie is rewatchable. It's enjoyable. The CGI doesn't land as well as the rest of the movies, but the story is great. Even the villain with the Green Goblin is great, and Tobey Maguire was perfect casting back in the day. 3 on my list, I've got Spider-Man 2, and I know some of you are thinking, how come this isn't 1 or 2? Because this is a great movie, but 1 and 2 I just think are a lot better. But Spider-Man 2 is brilliant. Even from Doc Ock is an amazing villain. And the idea of him just not wanting to be Spider-Man anymore, so his powers go. Spider-Man 2 I just find to be an extremely enjoyable movie. I've got Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse from last year. This movie it's insane, from the animation to the story. I love the animation. At first I didn't like it. It does take a while to get used to on the first viewing, but after that it's just, I love it. It's exactly like a comic book. And I heard that they're patenting this animation, which is good because I want to see a lot more from the studio from doing this. But then even the story I thought was so complex and so different from anything else we've seen, and the voice acting was amazing. This movie I thought was amazing. I had no expectations whatsoever going into this movie, but leaving it I felt so satisfied. I went to see it again a couple of days later to take my brother to see it because I knew he'd love it, and then first day it came out on Blu-ray, went off and bought it and watched it that night because I loved it that much. Finally, coming in at first place, I've got Spider-Man Homecoming from 2017. This movie, I left it feeling so satisfied. I thought this movie was, I knew it. I didn't know because the trailers were kind of majorly spoilerly because I think Sony were the ones who were making the trailers. But after leaving it, I loved it. After seeing like Robert Downey Jr. being a supporting role with Iron Man, because that made it better. I think some people don't really like that because they thought he took over. I don't think that. I thought he just kind of, it's an extra little flavour on top to make it nicer. And then Michael Keaton as the Vulture was an amazing film. I only watched this movie yesterday and I loved it. I haven't watched it in a while, like last year I think, and I loved it. I want to rewatch it more. And after seeing the Far From Home trailer, I'm like, oh, I hope this one's better, which I think is a hard thing to do, but I really hope it's better because I want to see these movies get better rather than just stay the same. That's my list. Please give me feedback down below. I'd love to hear some of your feedback, and if you liked it, please like and subscribe. Thanks.